Hey everybody, I'm PeanutButterGamer, and welcome to my list of the top 10 games to have on a deserted island. Now this list is probably going to take a little more explanation than other lists I've done in the past, so bear with me. You are going to be exiled on a deserted island. And for the sake of this list, this island apparently has a computer, internet access, and every gaming console known to mankind. And you're only allowed to bring 10 games. Oh, and you're not allowed to download anything either because that's called cheating. So exactly what kind of games should you bring? Well, you should bring games with a lot of hours of gameplay, including but not limited to length, replayability, side quests, and multiplayer. Oh, and that's online multiplayer because you'll be by your lonesome. So now that we're all clear, let's get this thing started.
Number 10. I would put StarCraft 2 on this list, but Blizzard is taking their sweet time with it, so we're stuck with the original. But that really isn't a bad thing because StarCraft is an amazing game. The single player mode is fun and it's a great way to hone your skills, but the multiplayer is where you're really going to get the most playtime. You'd think because this game is older, people would be finished playing it by now, but it still has a pretty large following, which speaks volumes about its replayability. Number 9. Millions of moms everywhere can't be wrong. Tetris is a blast. But you don't just have to be a soccer mom to enjoy it. Any regular gamer can appreciate the subtle joy that is stacking blocks together. It doesn't matter how old this game gets, it's still as fun as it ever was. Plus, it couldn't hurt to have something to keep your brain stimulated so that you don't go completely insane. Number 8. Say what you want about Wii Sports Resort, but I've personally gotten tons of hours of gameplay from it. What seems to be only 12 minigames at first actually ends up being about 23 by my count, and they're all really fun. With a couple exceptions. I could have put this game even higher if it had some form of online play or leaderboards, but even by yourself it can offer hours of fun at a time. And it's even pretty challenging. Whether you're trying to get each game's badges, also known as achievements, or you're just trying to beat your own personal record, while you're on your lovely little island, you'll likely find yourself coming back to this island time and time again. Number 7. Of course you'll need some good FPS action while you're there, but this isn't just any ordinary shooter. Team Fortress 2 is a class-based FPS in which some characters barely even use guns. What makes Team Fortress 2 a great addition is the class system. Get tired of playing a soldier? Switch to the sniper. Tired of the sniper? Switch to the scout. Tired of the scout? Switch to the heavy. And by the time you're finished playing the heavy, you're ready to go back to the soldier again. And since it's a Valve game, you can count on some fun and interesting updates from time to time to keep you interested. Number 6. One thing you're certainly going to miss while you're in your eternal solitude is friends. If you even had any to begin with. In Animal Crossing City Folk, you can at least have the virtual semblance of friends. Animal Crossing is a game that gets increasingly rewarding the longer you play it, and on top of that, it never ends. If you put time into the game, you can upgrade your house, collect all the furniture, bugs, fish, and other items, or just be a greedy old geezer and try to get as much money as you possibly can. And since time passes by in real time, you can even celebrate the holidays. As shallow as that may seem. Number 5. Let's face it, you're gonna have a lot of time on your hands, and what better way to spend it than exploring the world of Fallout 3? Fallout 3's campaign may not be all that long, but no need to fret, the majority of the gameplay you'll be getting from this game is simply from exploring the world. You can't go anywhere in this game without finding something interesting. Trust me, I've tried. And even if you do somehow explore this entire world and do every single side quest available, you could always make up your own side quests, like kill every NPC character in the entire game. Now that's something I'd like to see. Number 4. While you're on your little island, you won't be living any sort of conventional lifestyle, so you should consider bringing The Sims 3 along. That way, you can relive all the tedious things you used to have to do, like go to work, pay bills, and use toilets. But really, The Sims 3 is loads of fun, and even better, while your Sims will eventually die, the game never really ends. So you're still left with plenty of time to create even more Sims. And burn them. Number 3. Ah, World of Warcraft, how I used to love you. Sadly, I don't anymore because I'm just too busy. Or at least too busy, pretending like I'm busy. However, on a deserted island, I would have plenty of spare time and our relationship could be rekindled. Okay, look, we all knew there had to be at least one MMO on this list, and I couldn't honestly give it to any other game. The only thing keeping it from being even higher than number 3 is that I'm just not sure how many people will still be playing this game in 5 years or so. Especially with other great MMOs like The Old Republic and Jumpgate Evolution coming out. Number 2. There are very few games I've played that are more difficult than Demon's Souls. Any enemy could potentially kill you in just a couple hits, you can't change the difficulty level, and heck, you can't even pause the game. But it's not necessarily just the combat that makes Demon's Souls so hard. Just understanding how everything in the game works takes loads of time. If I were to try to explain everything in this game, I don't even know where I would start. None of these things are bad though, as long as you have enough time to dedicate to playing it. Any kind of success you have in this game, whether that be getting a new piece of gear, defeating a new boss, or just simply not dying, is extremely rewarding. But with the time you'll have available, I think you'll be able to figure it out. And you'll be happy that you did. Number 1. Oblivion may have been a big hit when it came out, but hardcore fans of the series noticed the changes that it had from its predecessor, The Elder Scrolls III: Morrowind. The main difference to me was that Oblivion kind of held your hand while you played, but in Morrowind you have no such luxuries. If you're going to complete a quest, it's going to take you some time, because whatever you need, you're going to actually have to find it on your own. An NPC tells you to go somewhere and all you get are directions. Actual directions, no GPS here. This gives you plenty of opportunities to just explore. And trust me, there is a lot out there. This game has hundreds of hours of gameplay, and it's very replayable as well. After you play the game through as a heavily armored melee character, you can re-roll a caster and have a completely different experience. This is simply one of the deepest RPGs you will ever play, and it easily tops my list of the top 10 games to have on a deserted island.